Hey, what is up, loafers? This is Nanobread, and welcome back to another episode of Stardew Everyday. We made it to day 5. This is kind of the point where I'm a little nervous, just because this is the furthest that Waligug has gotten in his, and that was, I believe, 7 months ago. So I'm hoping I can persist past that. Oh, nice. Today is a very happy day for the spirits, meaning this is the best luck that I will ever have. And that is really convenient because my goal for today is to go down to the mines. You don't know that yet, but there's actually some mail that I'm going to get, and it'll tell me that Joja has destroyed the boulder blocking the way to the mines, so now I can finally head in. Oh, hey Marnie, you brought a cat for me? I do see the cat. I'm not blind. Meow to you too. Oh yes, I'll adopt the cat. I did see in the comments, I believe Courtney is coming in clutch again. She did suggest a name, and since she is the only one that suggested a name, I will go with that one. And I believe she wanted it to be called Snickerdoodle. Unfortunately, that doesn't fit. So let's see. I think just no E at the end is probably fine. Alright, now that's another thing to take care of besides myself. And here is that letter from Joja that I was talking about a little earlier before I got the cat. Alright, before I go off on an adventure, I'm gonna do some maintenance around the house. Come over here, you little chickens. You guys can still name them too. They're not off limits or anything, so if you want them to be named something different, just feel free to leave that down in the comments. Going into the mines will be dangerous and will use a lot of energy, plus I might lose a lot of health, so I will need to bring some sort of food with me just to keep me alive. I don't really have too much right now, and my inventory is pretty limited, so I'll probably bring the river jelly and the spring onions, and then I'll put away the watering can and the axe. I also want to make space for my scythe, so I'll probably throw away this garbage. Mining is one of my favorite things in the game. I do like to min-max this as well, so I try to go only on the best luck days so I can get as many ladders as I can. Damn, every time I talk to Linus, I just feel so bad. Like, everyone's always like messing with him. So, here. I want to give him some gifts to make him feel better. Someone beat me to the mines. How do you know that it's been abandoned for decades? Have you been here for that long? I know you're old and you're missing an eye, but... Nice. He just said it's very dangerous down there, and he gave me a very rusty sword instead of something more useful. Thanks for that. It sounds like you want to get me killed. You know, if you run an adventurers guild, I think you could have given me something better, but... Judging how he doesn't have one of his eyes, I'm going to say he's probably not that good of an adventurer himself. Alright, time to go spelunking. Alright, since I'll be mining for the rest of the day, I think it's probably about time we get into the topics. So I have 2 topics for you today. The first one will be, have I ever considered streaming on Twitch? I'm gonna broaden that to just any platform. I know Twitch is one of the main ones, but I know you can stream on YouTube as well. I have considered it. It's just a little hard when my Wi-Fi is really bad. In my situation right now, I live in basically like an additional dwelling unit apart from the main house. So I am using a Wi-Fi extender just to have okay enough Wi-Fi to even do things on my own time. Because of that, I don't think I'll really be able to stream until I get my own router. And in saying that, I don't know how long that'll be. That'll probably be until I move out of here or I get a stable enough job where I'm able to make a purchase like that. Alright, and for the second topic today, it comes from Lychee So June. He asked me, what's something that I've done before in my life that I think that everybody should try once? So this is a very interesting question. Thank you for that. Fun fact, this is actually the first question that I wasn't able to answer directly in the next video. So shout out to all of you guys for just leaving so many suggestions for me. I do really appreciate it. Oh, also check out this cool thing. Every time that you right click with a weapon, it does like a special attack. And with the club, you can spam your left click after right clicking to deal more damage. So to answer this question, I actually thought of 3 different things that I have done that I think everyone should try once in their lives. The first one is for a more mature audience, so like if you're in college or you're about to, this one is for you guys. One thing I have done, and I've only done it once, is to go to like a typical college party. When I was in college, I wasn't really the type to go out, get drunk every night, you know, join a fraternity or anything. But in my senior year, after one of my events, I decided that I would go to an after party that was hosted by one of my friends. And lo and behold, it turned out to be a fun night of drinking a lot, partying, hanging out with a bunch of my friends in a scene that's not professional. And I did have a blast. I woke up the next morning extremely hungover, and I did not feel good for the rest of that day. But it is an experience that I'll never forget, and that I am really glad that I tried, and I won't have to say later on in my life that I regret not experiencing something like that. Now, would I do that again? No. That was the most drunk that I have ever been, and I don't ever want to get to that level of drunk again. Now, in saying that, if you're going to one of these parties, you don't necessarily have to get as plastered as I did. I know a few of my friends that went to that one. They still had a good time and didn't drink that much, so you can do the same. Alright, this second one is for all the people that, you know, maybe they've never been to an arcade, or they've only stuck to something like Round 1, which has a lot of claw machines. I would also recommend you guys to go to Dave & Buster's. I know it may seem like old-fashioned, and it may be like one of those cheesy things to go to, but it genuinely is a lot of fun. I go with my girlfriend all the time. The games can be a little expensive at times, but if you go on Wednesdays, they offer a half off all games deal. So you really can spend the whole day there and not spend all of your chips that you bought that day. It's really incredible. You can play fun shooting games like a Jurassic Park ride. You can play classic basketball shooting games like I do with my girlfriend. You can also play racing games as well. And any game that we play there, we just have so much fun. All the games are pretty easy to learn, so I would definitely recommend giving that a try. If there's not a Dave & Buster's in your area, I'm really sorry, there's nothing you can do besides travel to somewhere where they do have one. The last suggestion I have for you guys is to do something like golf. Now, I know that may sound really old-fashioned and really boring, but I have never actually played like a round of real golf. I've only done a driving range, and that is still really fun. It's not really something I considered until my friends convinced me to go, and I've had fun ever since. I've really been hooked onto it. It's fun to like try to get the technique down and hear the sound of the putt like zipping against the ground and you hitting the ball. Obviously, it's not that like simple, and it is pretty challenging to do correctly, but even though I don't have like the correct technique or anything, it's still a blast anytime that I go. Also, driving ranges are very inexpensive. You don't have to have your own club. Oftentimes, they have clubs for you to try there, just because they know that the driving range is like where a lot of beginners and people that don't really play golf go. I appreciate it, and I'm not complaining about it. But also, it doesn't cost that much to actually play. I believe at my local ones that I've been to, for a large bucket of golf balls, I believe maybe it's like around 100 or 200. It's like $20. Don't quote me. It's been a while since I've been though, so I could be getting those numbers mixed up. But believe me, it is a relatively inexpensive thing to do and a very fun thing to do with friends or significant others, or if you even want to go by yourself. Man, I am starting to run into the issue in the mines where I did not bring enough food to match the energy required to get through these floors. And if you guys have been paying attention to the gameplay, I also do not have the inventory space to pick every single thing up, which is pretty annoying and pretty sad, but that's kind of inevitable when you go down the mines when you don't have the backpack upgrade. The good thing is I did find this wooden club is way better than the rusty sword, and it allows me to use the smash ability, where the sword I believe is only a block. At this point, I'm really going down into the mines to try to get some more monster kills, just because your progress resets if you don't go to every 5 floors. There is an elevator every 5th floor. And right now I'm on floor 11 with barely any energy, so it's not really looking good for me. Also, when I first started playing, these bugs were really annoying to me. I was actually really scared of them at the beginning, because I wasn't sure how powerful they would be, and all I heard was that buzzing and I didn't even see them coming. I believe the first time I played, they swarmed me. In this game, in the mines, there will be like a mist that appears on varying levels. There'll be different colors. I believe on these levels, when it's those bugs, they do a green mist, and when that happens, a whole bunch of them spawn in and try to kill you. So that's not very fun. I hope you can imagine how terrified I was when I first played. I'm also using this as an opportunity to farm copper as well, just because that is a resource that I will need a lot of later on. Also, I saw a few comments asking to show off my haul from today, and I probably will, but I was thinking of making it into a YouTube short, just because I know that's like another way to get some viewers onto my channel, and I just thought it would be a cool way to get that started. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Also, let me know down in the comments how your Halloween went. I want to hear what you guys did, your favorite memories from what you did, and if you did nothing, then I want to hear about that too. Ooh, this floor is cool because there's a guaranteed ladder at the end, and there's some much needed coal that will become really hard to get later on. Oh my goodness, it's 12 a.m. already? Man, I need to run home still. This weekend, I also do plan to try and record some other content that's not just the Stardew Everyday. So I know some of you will be pretty excited to hear about that. I wanted to wait until I was a little more comfortable with the whole schedule of making these videos, as well as just my daily schedule. And I think I've reached a point where I do feel like I can manage everything correctly, so I'm gonna give that a try this weekend. Also, let me know how you guys feel about maybe me doing some vlogs. I wanted to reach a broader range of audience, and I did want to get into, not like cinematography exactly, but I do enjoy filming, and I thought that'd be a way I could incorporate that as well. If I do start vlogging, let me know what you guys want to see. I don't have too much money, so don't suggest anything that would cost me a fortune, but I'll still listen to whatever you guys have to say. Alright, now that I have a cat, can't forget to pet him. And with that, that is the end of another video. Thank you guys so much for watching and giving me this chance, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good night, loafers.